All right, welcome to Key Signatures, talking about keys and their key signatures. We're going to be talking about them up to 2 sharps today. So key signatures are going to be on grand staff. We're going to see them in both treble clef and bass clef. If we look at the notes C to C on the piano, or if we sing them, I'm going to do both. La, 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 la. Or if I play those up, I hear what we're pretty familiar with. If you've ever watched The Sound of Music, dear, do, a dear, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Sorry if that is bringing up bad memories. All right, but we hear that major pattern. La, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. All right, and C to C. That pattern, if I measure between the keys going from C all the way up to C, I'm going to find a pattern, all right, that I'm going to have in every major scale, in every major key. This pattern is going to be repeated. It's repetitive. I'm going to see it starting on every white key and black key. To find a major pattern, to find do to do, all right, I'm going to use whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. I start with C major because this pattern happens to be all white keys, all right, and my key signature is no sharps at all, and no flats either, all right, white keys, all white keys. But I start and end my scale on C, so that particular key is C major. Now if I want to take that pattern and take it to a different starting note, all right, in this case, name that note. What is this one right here? Good, you're right, G. Okay, so in this case, that is going to be a G note, and if I start and play this pattern without any sharps, something doesn't sound quite right. In fact, which one would you say? It's that 7th note, all right? That doesn't sound quite right. That's the one. But in fact, that's the one that I'm about to do something to with that pattern. It's not following in with the whole step and half step pattern. So I'm going to start on G. Using whole, whole, half, I'm going to have a sharp there. Otherwise, my pattern is ending half whole instead of whole half. All right, so let's listen to that difference one more time. All right, that's with the pattern ending whole, half, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. All right, and here's with the pattern without the F sharp. If I play it in the bass clef. All right, that's the difference. So it's not just what we see on the staff, it's also what we hear on the keyboard. Okay, so starting on a different tone, we started on C and we've started on G. Now I'm starting on D. And for the sake of space, I'm just going to use treble clef on this slide, but it would apply to bass clef as well. All right, so if I'm looking at D to D, listen to this pattern if I don't have any sharps. All right, playing all white keys, D to E is a whole step, half step, whole step, A whole step, B whole step, up to C half step, up to D whole step. Listen to it again. All right, definitely sounding further and further away from our major sound, right? But what if I add a sharp right there where my pattern has not been quite right? And listen to it again. D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. All right? D major scale. All right, now here's the difference between a key and key signature. All right, my key is my starting and ending point in major. All right, the name of my scale in this case, but also the name of my key that uses F sharps and C sharps. All right, I can also put it at the very beginning of the line like that, just like we've done in reading examples in class. All right, and that is my key signature. So the difference between key and key signature. Key is the tone, the name of the tone that sounds like we're finished. All right, the key signature are the names of the sharps or flats that give it that major sound. All right, key signature and key. So starting on this tone again, all right, which one of these is the key? And what is the key signature? All right, the key in this case is going to be G. Again, here's a use of note naming. All right, and the key signature is going to be F sharp. So in G major, the key signature is F sharp. All right, here's another one. Starting and ending on the note C. All right, so the key in this case is C major. The key signature, it actually does have a key signature. Even though you don't see a sharp or flat, we call this key signature no sharps, no flats. Yes, fairly obvious, right? But it still has a key signature. That is still, the absence of sharps and flats is still giving us information. Okay, so let's look at this a different way. Here's our 3 key signatures, all right, that we've been talking about today. Let's see, can you remember which one this one is? No sharps, no flats is my key signature. So my key must be C major. All right, next one. 1 sharp, F sharp. My key is G major. All right, and the last one, 2 sharps. Which key is that going to be? D major. What was my key signature in that one? F sharp and C sharp. All right, that's my key signature. Okay, now here's an example. Jim Bob is a very thoughtful young man and wants to play Happy Birthday on the piano. He's in piano 1, but he's very confident in himself, and he wants to play Happy Birthday to his friend Jane Sue. All right, Jim Bob and Jane Sue. So he decides to play Happy Birthday. All right, he wants to play it in D major, but he doesn't want to play with the key signature. So he's going to start and end on D. All right, that's going to be his home tone. But he's not going to play F sharp and C sharp. So listen to his version of Happy Birthday. All right, and I must admit, he is a little perplexed, and Jane Sue is not pleased either. And so, what can he do to change this? What if he adds back in his F sharp and his C sharp? Okay, let's listen to it again. Happy Birthday using the key signature F sharp and C sharp, starting on D, D being my home tone. Jane Sue is delighted. She's so pleased. It's a lovely birthday and thinks that Jim Bob is pretty great. Okay, hope that helps clear up key and key signature a little bit for you.